not going to let states vote what they want, even though it doesn't involve interstate commerce, even though this has nothing to do with the feds. And they're still trying to shut it down.
Do we know why they've picked this location out of all the groweries around? Why they've picked this?
From what I've heard, we're not the only caregiving operation that they're hitting today. I don't know that for sure. And the only word that the agents have given me was that they asked me if I knew this was federally illegal. And my reply was, well, I know that the federal government does give for medical marijuana patients medicine every month. And I know that they take my treasury checks, so it seems like a conundrum if it's illegal on their level. But I guess these are guys that make money off of it being illegal, so they would want to know.
What time did they show up?
About 9 or 10 o'clock.
No warning?
No warning.
And
guns blazing, doors were unlocked.
Were shots actually fired?
No. They came in with guns out. They actually didn't use flashbang. And to the agent's credit, they've been respectful of me and my staff through this process. They're just doing the king's deed for the king's dime, it seems to me.
Was anybody arrested?
From what I understand, one of my staff members had a warrant for a speeding ticket, and he was arrested by the sheriffs. Beyond that, no one's been arrested. All of my staff has been detained. They're still being detained in handcuffs on the ground and being questioned, and they're letting them go one at a time after the questioning.
And did you see the warrant?
I seen the warrant for one of my retail outlets, and I didn't get a detailed warrant. I just got a broad warrant. The one that was from my outlet was signed by Judge Lynch over in Missoula. He authorized federal agents to come and enforce federal law above state law, is the way I see it. And every judge, I'll post them online and on our Facebook. Any judge that signed these search warrants that's a judge here in Montana, they shouldn't be in their position anymore. This is really clear that this is a state issue, not a federal issue, and there shouldn't be federal agents on my ground when we've done everything we can to make legal and do this right.
And what were the terms of the warrant? On what grounds were they executing a search warrant?
I don't remember all the details, and I don't want to misquote them. There wasn't a detail as to why. There was no whys in the warrant. They didn't have the detailed into the warrant. It was a 2-page document instead of all of the, I don't know the legal term, but there's another section that should have been in with that, and it wasn't. So I don't know the whys. All I know is that they've told me they're not going to be arresting any of my staff. They're just going to be detaining them. And they told me that they're here because marijuana is federally illegal.
And have they confiscated any equipment or plants or anything else?
They've stripped all my computers. They've taken some of my staff's cell phones. They've taken, and their personal cell phones at that. They've taken computers from outlets. They've also been taking, I would hate to guess the amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of medicine. Yeah, we don't have any backup supply or any other source.
They took it all?
They're in the process right now. They're taking all the medicine that we have, everything. Cutting down all of our plants. Some of those mother plants I've been growing for 3 and 4 years. The genetics are not available anywhere else in the world anymore. And some of those plants, the ones that aren't, we have patients that's exactly what works for them. We have patients that have 11 seizures a day without certain medicine, and they're going to be going without it now because the DEA is cutting it down and taking it off. Beyond that, I've got no information from law enforcement, and they've told me they'll call me when they're done, but I'm not allowed to come on this property as well. And they're not letting my staff go right now.
What's next? What do we do next?
Well, I've already had attorneys retained just for this. I guess, I don't know, my next step is to probably grow some medicine and try to start getting it for my patients. If they're not going to arrest me for something and they're going to just steal our property, then what do? I've got sick people that some of them won't be here in 6 months and they need medicine, so I guess we'll start over. I'll talk to my attorney and get advice on how to do that property. And what else can I do?
So the only reason you were given is that marijuana is federally illegal.
That was the only reason.
Okay.